Hey, what's up guys, my name is Brett, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Duel Links video. Welcome back to another face cam absent Duel Links video. Today, the UR Dream ticket just dropped, so we're going to go through and take a look at what we can get and take a look at all of the best cards, but before we do, I just wanted to check real quick to see if this updated already. Because despite this being the 2-year anniversary of Duel Links, this is my 800th day of logging in. So I've been playing for way longer than 2 years. 800 days of making content on this game. It's kind of mental, but still pretty cool. So let's go and take a look at what we can get with our 2nd anniversary dream ticket, because I think it goes up to the 14th main box. That's Gaia Genesis, so we won't be able to get Stardust Dragon, but we can get a ton of ranked rewards, things like that. So I'm going to quickly sort by release date so you can see what the newest cards we can get are. So, obviously, event cards, you don't really want to be spending your this one chance to go into a box card on event cards. So things like Divine Neos or rank tickets like Allied Parshath, probably don't want to be going into those. Blue Eyes Solid Dragon is not that great, so no point we're going into there. DD Sprite could be a good pick. I know it's a ranked reward, but if you haven't been playing that much in these seasons, then you might have missed out on this card, and I think this is one of the this is the best ranked duel UR that we've got right now, so this might be a good shout to pick up one of these. Okay, so yeah, no Stars Dragon. The trailer kind of led to assume it might be up to Static Acceleration, but it's not. We can go into Synchro Connection and get Junk Warrior, but we don't really want to do that. So what's good out of these boxes? Obviously, Galaxy Cyclone is pretty good. I think in today's meta, Galaxy is better than Cosmic, just because of the fact you have that double removal with this card. So if you haven't got like one or two of them, I'd probably go. This would definitely be like an option to get. What else we got here? So like Abyss Megalo, which don't get because Mermails aren't that great right now. UA midfielder don't get again because they aren't that great either. I would have said Swap Frog a while ago, but that's I haven't seen too many decks, too many synchro decks at least, be running Swap Frog. Maybe you could get like a Swap Frog Obelisk deck going on, so that could be kind of cool, but again, not a card I'd really think to pick. Drowning obviously is in the newest box, it's in the newest selection box, so if you've gone into that and you've got one, I don't really see you needing more than two, although a third might be kind of nice, so that's obviously a decent pick you could go with there. What else is in here that is fairly decent? Honestly, there's not much here, there's not much in the recent boxes that I'd go into. Like, okay, Silent Magician, yeah, I definitely suggest going for a Silent Magician. If you haven't got one, if you used one of your tickets on her last time, then I'd go and get your second or your third, because she is still really, really good in spellbooks. Although they are going to be hit with the Hit to Fate, they will still be a pretty decent deck, and obviously Silent Magician will extend beyond that, and then in the future if we get Silent Paladin, which I think we definitely will, now we do have both Magician and Swordsman, I think Magician will get a lot better over time, so that could be a nice little investment. Like, or if you're playing Dark Magician, you could run a Silent Magician Dark Magician deck, which might be quite nice. I don't know why I haven't got any Elector, that's kind of weird. I went into that box so hard, but I haven't got any Elector, that's kind of cool. What else is in here that we could go in for? Obviously, we don't want to get Amazon's Princess, this kind of thing. DD Assailant actually might be a good pick, considering that Junk Synchron control decks are quite popular right now, and especially with Silent Swordsman being out, so that might be a nice choice. Obviously, you could wait and see further down the line. I don't know when these actually expire, but further down the line, this might be available in like a mini selection box. But still, DD Assailant is probably another good pick you could go for. What else? Master Hero Anki, it's in the selection box. We don't really need to go into it here. It's still a very powerful card. If you went through the selection box and you got one of them and you would have had one already, maybe getting your third would be a good option if you really want to play a deck, because I don't think they're going to nerf this deck anymore, considering they have just put out a box that you really can only pay. It's definitely a pay to have fun box. I think that's the best way to call it. It's a pay to have fun box, and I think that if they hit Masked Heroes out of the gate, if they hit like Anki specifically, or Master Change specifically, then people will be a bit mad because they've just gone and spent a lot of money on this box to go into and get these cards, so I think Master Heroes are safe for a while now. Bertan just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. Completely forgot my notifications on, but that's kind of cool. Paleozoic Canadia. I think everyone's kind of thinking what they should get, and I think Canada is definitely a very good option. If you haven't got 3 of them already, I would probably go in, or at least 2 of them, definitely go in and get Canadians, because that is one of the most popular choices, most popular meta choices in the game. I can see people at the top in the chat, I don't know why I've got that on, talking about getting Canada. So Canada definitely a good pick for this ticket, and that's probably going to be my pick. I'm going to put it here just in case, because that's probably going to be my pick. Like either that or DD Assailant will be my pick for this one. What else here is good? Like Ty's got reprinted. That got reprinted in the selection box. We don't really want that. Snipe Hunter's okay. I'm not too sure if that's in the mini selection box or not. It's definitely not in the newest one, so that might be in like a mini selection box. I'm not too sure. And then we're getting down to cards that were released in the first selection box, like Dark World Duel Links, which you don't really need. Lila, I guess, could be kind of cool, but again, it's not going to be too impactful right now. Obviously, Cosmic Cyclone is still pretty good. It's one of the better cards in the game. I don't think you need 3. If you've got 2, then you're Gucci, you're fine. Don't go in any further. Don't try and get 3 because there's a lot better cards you can get. But still one of the best cards we've got in the game and have had in the game for a while now. Floodgate Trap Hole. Definitely, I think this card is going to be seeing a lot more play now that we have very high special summon decks, like obviously Quacky Mirrors, they summon out pretty easily. Karakuris are really good for summoning out monsters, and with new Dark Magician support, this is gonna be a nice counter to them special summoning out things like Magician of Dark Illusion from their deck, off their hand, sorry. So Floodgate, I think right now is probably as good as it's ever been, and as good of a tech choice or as a card you'd run in your deck as it's ever been, so that might be a nice option to go for, but again, I'm not too sure if that's in the selection box or not, in like one of the previous ones. What else here? Like, I wouldn't run a Phoenix and Neptune. I think, honestly, at some point, Ubel is going to get nerfed, and I don't want to say this card is going to get worse, but again, I wouldn't go for Neptune. What else is actually good? Because when there was a lot less cards, it was a lot like easier to recommend stuff. Mirror Wall was in a sale, we don't really want that. Senju, no one plays Rituals anymore. Sphere Karibo, I guess, is still pretty good. Obviously the fact that you can just negate an attack, and it helps you out for Ritual Summoning, but obviously the putting monster defense the best effect, it is in the selection box. If you do go into that first one and you do manage to get it, then obviously I wouldn't really bother with this. So honestly, Sphere Karibo, I would say not to go for. So like right now, for me, it's between Canada and DD Assailant. I don't think there's anything else here really that needs to be gone for like right away. And usually I quite like to wait on these tickets, but I feel like Canada's gonna be my best bet. Like regardless of everything, like there's nothing else here that, like, I mean, a second or a third Anki would be quite nice, but I might go into that selection box a bit more and get some more stuff from that. So that I don't think is going to be a problem. Silent Magician again is on sale. The structure deck is back on sale, so maybe if you want to spend a little bit of money, you can get that and not waste your UR ticket. If you're free to play, then that could be a good option. But again, like I don't know what's going to be all that great. So like, yeah, like DD Sprite would be pretty cool. Silent Magician, Pillars of Canada, DD Assailant, those could be your best kind of bets for this box. And I'm going to go for Canada. I think I definitely need my third one. It would make building decks a lot easier, especially since it is such a very meta relevant card right now. So I'm going to click confirm, I'm going to get that as my guaranteed UR card. And that is us done for the video. I did want to kind of point this out, but a nice thing they've done actually with login tickets with the normals, if it's on this one, you can now get all of these starter deck normal cards, which is kind of weird, but it does make up for the fact that usually there's not a lot here. So like you can get things like Succubus Knight or Twin-Headed Gecko, Three-Headed Gecko, Guido. Well, okay, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But obviously we've got more tickets to come. I'll do another video out on whenever we get the Prismatic Dream or the Dream SR ticket, because that one I think is a lot more interesting than the URs because there's a lot more choice there. Whereas with the UR ticket you kind of know, okay, what's like the most meta relevant cards right now. Silent Magician, Pillars of Canada, DD Assailant, those are like my top 3 you could pick. That's me done for today's Duel Links video. Let me know what you chose in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.